What? Who's this? My eyes. I can't see a thing. That bitch. A key? Who are you? Say something. Anything.
Meow meow.
I should be able to unlock the handcuffs now.
Anything? I don't know if it's loading or what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh.
The gun! That idiot left his gun!
Oh! She didn't even hear the whole spiel. Okay, take. Oh god, I do have to play it like
No!
this.
No! I dropped it! Where is it? Where the hell is it? I've got it.
Are you sure that's it? Okay. Well, this is great. Talk about playing a game blind.
I'm sorry, Mitzi. I have to break my promise.
Oh, there it goes. Ugh. Yuck. That, Oh! Was I not supposed to do that? No, seriously, was I not supposed to do that? What?
Hope you don't mind creepy posters.
Creepy posters. Creepy
It's your
pastas.
room. You can do what you like with it. But I definitely prefer this to fairies, rainbows, and pink unicorns. Did you make these?
No. My boyfriend made them. Some of them, anyway. So, Miss Ashworth, I happen to have a bottle of wine in my bag. I was going to leave it to Robert, but I forgot all about it.
Hello, let's get crunk.
Robert?
The guy with the rats?
Oh, yes. Of course.
So, shall we have a drink, then? We could get to know each other a bit more. I know, I promised I won't get in the way. And, I mean, you don't have to if you don't feel like it. But since we're gonna live together for a little while, it won't hurt if we talk to each other, will it?
Yeah, that's okay, I guess.
Great!
I don't want to
I'll
touch on
bring
the
the
subject
wine.
about her cancer.
Oh, damn. It's one of those bottles with a cork. Have
Ah!
you got a bottle opener, Miss Ashworth?
I do!
In the kitchen. I'll go get it, shall I?
Yes, please. And while you're there, could you get a couple of glasses, too?
Can I talk to her now?
Have you found that corkscrew yet? You also need some wine glasses.
Okay. The music just keeps getting better and better. Okay. Take corkscrew. I'm not exactly sure about wine glasses. That was I don't know where any glasses are, so I'll just take the corkscrew to her, I guess.
There you go. Let's get that bottle open.
Yeah, but we'll need glasses too. See if you can find some.
Oh. Okay. Vents. Oh. Oh, so that's how they got in earlier. Wine glasses. Oh. Got it. Let's go get drunk.
I found some wine glasses.
All right, that's all we need. Oh, and Miss Ashworth, I really must say this before we start.
Yeah?
I promise I won't cut your throat when you're asleep.
Okay, you had to bring that back up.
Very funny, Mitzi.
Oh no, I mean it.
That's fine. But just so you know,
I will.
I always sleep with my eyes open.
The big C. What does that mean? Oh, cancer!
Oh, it's not raining anymore.
Oh well, I don't mind rain. Sometimes I even like it. But according to weather forecast, there's a nasty fog coming. Now that's
God,
not
Silent
scary.
Hill!
I got lost in a fog once, when I was just 9 or 10.
Were you in Silent Hill?
I remember I sat under a tree crying, thinking some monster would appear right in front of me and drag me away.
Yep.
But now that you're a big girl, you know there are no monsters.
Nope.
Yeah? How do you know?
And there it is.
The only monsters are us. Murderers, rapists, arsonists. They're the real beasts. So far from humanity, they're no longer capable of feeling compassion or guilt. They're the ones we should really be afraid of. But whether they're lurking in the woods or fog or the darkness of our cellars, it's all irrelevant. You can't predict what happens. You can't do anything to stop it. There is only one way.
There is
You turn
only
into a
one
beast
way.
yourself, and like them,
Oh,
you show no mercy.
No mercy.
Whoa! Where did that come from, Miss Ashworth?
Getting deep.
I just don't like murderers. They're nothing but parasites.
Oh! Let's talk about cancer.
So, the big C. Want to talk about it?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really want to tell you about it like that. I put you in a very difficult position, I know. It's just that I was really desperate to get this room. I hope you can understand. This is
Chill.
the last and most important thing I must do before my time is up.
It's fine. You seem alright. It's just... I find it hard to trust people these days. Maybe it's time I opened my eyes to see others have problems too. Some, like yourself, even bigger than mine. What kind of cancer is it? Do you mind me asking?
Brain tumor. Her name is glioblastoma.
Her.
Yep, they're all girls, the way I imagine it. Just look at their names. Lymphoma, melanoma, myeloma, leukemia, sarcoma. Each of them a fucking goddess of death. Beautiful and ruthless.
She puts that into
You
a
might just be right
different
about
light.
that, Mitzi. I used to be a nurse. I know a few things about cancer. And I know glioblastoma. She's a real bitch.
Yeah, and yet she gets to be the prom queen before night ends, while I disappear down the back exit.
How long?
They said I had a year. But that was 6 months ago, so... yeah. Not awfully long.
Is there anything...
They've tried.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So am I. Do you want to talk about something else?
How are you planning to find this guy?
I don't know yet. A bit of detective work, perhaps. It shouldn't be that hard, really. There are only 8 apartments here. One is yours. That leaves us with 7. I was hoping that you could give me a hand, actually. You know some of your neighbors, don't you?
Not many. I never really cared about them. They changed over the years, too. You probably also figured by now that this is not the sort of place where new neighbours are greeted with a freshly baked cake. You see a new face, you give them a blank stare as you pass them in the hall, and you forget about them a minute later.
That bad, eh?
Well, there's that bald guy who lives above me in flat 5. He came here recently to shout in my face.
And
He's a
that's when I
nasty
lost
piece
it.
of work, but I really don't think he's the person you're looking for.
What does he do for a living?
I think he's a train driver.
I can't imagine somehow that my guy would be a train driver. Okay, that's good. Leaves us with just 6. Anyone else you know?
I'd have to think.
You know, maybe not tonight. Let's just talk about something else, okay? I have plenty of time. There's no need to rush this. Maybe tomorrow we could sit down together and make a plan. I could draw a simple map of the building, and with your help, mark down who lives where.
Sounds good to me, Mitzi. You mentioned a boyfriend. Tell me something about him.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about him. His name is Jack.
Jack the Ripper.
He's dead.
Oh,
Oh,
Miss Ashworth, are you sure you want to listen about my miserable life? I don't want to bring you down. These aren't happy stories.
and I'm not a happy stories kind of person. I'm sure you've noticed by now.
I guess so. Anyway, I suppose I would have had to tell you about Jack sooner or later. After all, he is the main reason I'm here. I just...
does she
Where to
suspect
stop.
that guy killed her boyfriend? Oh,
How did he die? How did he die?
I'll get to that, Miss Ashworth. Let me just tell you more about him first, so you could understand what happened.
okay.
Tell me how you two met.
Oh, we knew each other for forever. We grew up on the same street. It's funny how we seem to be made for each other. A perfect match. I always knew he was the guy for me, and I'm sure he never doubted that either. Jack was absolutely crazy about me. We thought one day we would marry, have children, be happy. I never had many friends because I had Jack. I didn't need anybody else. You know, if there's one thing I'm really grateful for in my life, it's that I got to experience this pure, perfect love. Some people go through a lifetime without knowing how it feels.
Oh, this game's giving me
Yes, I've been
feels.
very lucky. But all luck runs out sometimes.
I really like Mitzi. I think I like her a lot better than Liz. I feel bad because like I totally screwed Liz, like I killed her. Oops.
How did he take the news about your
Oh
cancer?
no, I didn't. She jumped.
He thought I was joking at first. He laughed. Then he got really angry. I swore to him I was serious, but he still wouldn't believe me. We had a big fight that night. It was our first and only fight. It was awful. He smashed some stuff. His guitar, of all things, was the worst. He loved that guitar. Why did he break it? He was absolutely furious. He walked out on me that night, and when he came back the next day, he was different. He begged me to try surgery and chemotherapy. I didn't really want those things, but I did the chemo for him. It didn't help. It just made me feel sick all the time. I felt trapped in this strange place where nothing that happened around me seemed real. Maybe that's why I didn't see what my cancer was doing to Jack, and it was destroying him as well. He changed. He became obsessed with death. It seemed death was all he ever thought about, even though it was me, not him, who was supposed to die.
Huh. Interesting.
Jack made those pictures on your wall. Was he an artist?
He always liked all kinds of morbid stuff, whether it was music, movies, paintings. So do I, really. We had that in common, amongst other things. People say it's depressing to listen to sad songs or watch sad films, but I never felt that way.
And yet, you are scared of fog?
Oh, that's different. I might be scared of fog, but I like spiders. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
You must be
I'm
out of your
scared
mind,
of spiders.
Mitzi.
No, honestly, there's a certain indescribable beauty in sadness. Just like there's beauty in the grey and ugly winter morning when you look past the obvious and notice what others can't see.
You must love my apartment then. It's like Ugly took a vacation here and never went home again. How did he die?
Grand question.
How did Jack die?
It was so distant in the last few weeks before he died. What I didn't know was that he kept looking for something. I don't think he even knew what exactly. But it eventually found him. Or rather, he found him. There are those forums online, you know, about all sorts of stuff. Fishing, computer games, horses, gambling, addictions, everything really. Accidentally, Jack stumbled upon one about suicide. There's a guy there, calls himself the Eye of Adam. He's a fucking god on that forum. It's like a failed suicide club. People mostly try to help each other and offer support. Sometimes it just helps to know there are others like you. To listen to their stories and how they cope with their lives. But the Eye of Adam is an advocate of death. He dwells on human weakness. His job is to plant an idea, to give them a reason to die and tell them how to do it, once and for good. Jack took the bait. Before he knew, he was completely brainwashed. One day he sat down with me and tried to explain his perfect solution. It was the Romeo and Juliet kind of scenario. We were both to die together in each other's arms. It was supposed to be a quick and foolproof death. There was no chance we would have been saved. All thanks to the Eye of Adam, who created a tool for perfect suicide. He told me it was very simple. All we needed were 2 easily accessible household chemicals, which combined together create a gas called hydrogen sulfide. that kills you within a couple of minutes. I told him he was fucking nuts, of course, but he just wouldn't give up. He reasoned with me, then he begged, and eventually just kept screaming at me. I figured it was his crazy idea of a modern romance, but it was downright tacky and just wrong. Finally, he said he would get everything ready and wait for me in our special place at dawn, 5 in the morning. Don't be late. Those were his last words he said to me. Then he stormed out. I cried for hours, thinking I didn't deserve all that from the person I loved most in the whole world. A few times I even tried to persuade myself that maybe he was right and I should do it. But I just couldn't. I eventually fell asleep. I didn't plan it. My head was killing me. I was so tired. I woke up suddenly. I could see the sun rising out my window. It was nearly 5. In utter panic, I threw myself off the bed and ran out the door. I needed to stop him. I needed to get there before it was too late. But right there in my bedroom, before I even left, I already knew it was.